Hey kiddos, if you could get out your paper that says Arrays 3.5 at the top, these are going to be our story problems before you do a paper for a grade. So if you can make sure you have that out, and we'll go ahead and get started. It says, Mrs. Harriger is moving tables in the school cafeteria. She places all the tables in a 5 times 3 array, or a 5 by 3 array. How many tables are in the cafeteria? Well, I see a 5 and I see a 3. Obviously, I see a times sign there. I also see this word array. An array means to multiply. If I see the word array, I'm going to make sure that I'm going to multiply every single time. So let's go ahead and pull that out. 5 times 3. Okay? So what is 5 times 3? Well, if we do not know, we can draw 5 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I can put 3 in a group. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay? And then I can count my dots. So go ahead and pause the video if you need to draw your picture and count your dots. What is 5 times 3? If you said that 5 times 3 is 15, you are correct. All right, let's go ahead and move to the next one. Lincoln is playing with his toy cars. He puts cars in 2 rows. There are 6 cars in a row. How many cars are there in all? Well, I see a 2, and I see a 6. Do you see any other things that are important in this story problem here? If you said in all, you're exactly right. In all is super important because those are keywords that we learn in math. We have learned that in all means add. But if I choose addition, I must also choose what? If you said multiplication, you are correct. Adding and multiplying have the exact same keywords. So I know that I'm either adding or multiplying. Adding means no groups. Multiplying means groups. So do I have groups? Well, rows are always groups. The word row always means to multiply. So I know that I am not adding. I am multiplying. Because we learned that arrays have rows, right? So let's go ahead and draw 2 rows. I have 2 rows. There are 6 cars in a row. So in this row, there are 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if I did my first row right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I can just match those up. Okay? So what you just did there was 2 times 6. 2 goes here. Rows of 6. So what is 2 times 6? You guys can just count your dots. Just count your dots. Well, if you got the answer of 12, you are correct. Good job. All right, kiddos, next one. Andy is building a deck. He places boards in an array of 3 by 4, or 3 times 4. How many boards did he use? Well, I see that word array. I see 3 times 4. An array always means to multiply. So if they use that word array, we mean to multiply. We know that we are doing 3 times 4. But let's draw an array. Our first number, 3, tells me how many to go down. 1, 2, 3. That first number is my rows. My second number is how many is in that row. 3 rows of 4. 3 rows of 4. So 3 rows, 1, 2, 3, of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I can just match them. If I did the first row correctly, I can just draw my dots. Do you see here how I have 3 rows of 4? 3 times 4. All right, so what is 3 times 4? Pause the video now and count your dots. What did you get for 3 times 4? If you got that the answer is 12, you are correct. 3 times 4 is 12. All right, here we go. Mrs. Harriger is arranging desks in her classroom. She puts them in 4 rows. In each row are 7 desks. How many desks are in Mrs. Harriger's classroom? Well, I see a 4, and I see a 7. I see the word how many. Well, how many can mean add, subtract, multiply, or divide. So it really isn't super helpful. Do you see any other keywords? If you said rows, you are correct. Anytime you see the word row, it means to multiply. So I am doing 4 times 7, or 4 rows of 7. If you do not know 4 rows of 7, let's draw it out. 4 rows. That tells me to go down 4. 4 rows of 7. I count this first dot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then I will put the same amount in every single row. So again, if I do my first one very nice and neat, I won't have any problems. Pause the video now and finish your array. So what you guys just did was 4 rows of 7. Okay, 4 rows of 7. So what is 4 times 7? Pause the video, count your dots. You should have gotten an answer of 28. Alright kiddos, see you later.